Hi, this is Dina, Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a September week 1 check-in, paying myself back for my envelopes. And I'm not going to be doing a cash stuffing because what I did, I spent money out of what I call incremental income. And it was money that I had in Venmo that I was either paid back for and I've already paid that bill, or it was from the money from the Facebook Marketplace. I could not remember the name there for a minute. So I'm going to walk you through how I spent that money and where that got paid back to my card, and then talk about the categories that we are using cash envelopes for. So in the meantime, since I last did a video, I have set up my planner for September. I have my transactions in for week 1 and they're color coded. I also have 2 bills that are coming due this month that I have long-term sinking funds for. My car registration, which I think was $485. I have to look at the email. And then I just wrote out the check for our property taxes, which was $2,204. Those are due on the 1st of October. I could have paid it online, but the fee was, I think, 3.5%. And I just don't think I need to spend another $70 when I'm already paying them $2,200. So I did go ahead and move the money from Capital One into my account, into my checking account, and then I wrote a check for it. So I'll mail that probably next week. I have marked all my paydays. From the 13th through the 20th, we'll be spending out of my vacation. So it shouldn't be touching the funds that are in my cash envelopes. And then I have marked paydays and my no spends for last week. I have written in all my bills. Some of the bills have come in. So for an example, on my electricity, I estimated $460, it came in at $461, which kind of a surprised. It came in that close because it was trending higher on the app, but I'll take it. On elements, I put a note that in October 1st, it goes up to 90 from 80. So I just want to remind myself when I go to work on my October budget. The water service, I did increase our number of bottles that we get because we were down. Like we didn't have anything to use the last couple of days. So I took it from 3 to 5 and plus tips. So that was 85 instead of the 75 I had planned. And then on insurance. So we do have insurance, thank God. Started on September 1st. It will be not $1,900. It will be $1,776 minus $260. It'll be $1,516. And then the balance of the up to $1,900, so minus $1,900. So $384 will be sent to the medical spending account. But the interesting thing is they didn't charge us yet because the premium will come out of my husband's retirement check. So I don't know if they're going to charge me twice for the month of like the October 1st check because we haven't paid for this month. So I don't know. In my experience, you've always paid for insurance up front. So you paid to have it start on the 1st of the month, but you've already made that payment. So because they're taking it out of his check and his check was already in, I don't know if they're going to take 2 months out or 1 month out. So I've left the $1,900 in the checking account. And then that way, if his check comes in minus the 2 months premium, then I'll just have part of it there, and then I won't have to move money around. So I hope that makes sense. And then everything else pretty much I don't know about yet. I have not gotten billed for it. My water bill came in $4 less. My gas bill came down $1. So instead of 30, it was 29. And then everything else should be pretty much the norm. I've gone ahead and set up for my weekly check-in and my transaction. So it's my transactions for the month. So from the 1st through the 6th, today is the 7th of September. So because we get paid once a month, I'm just going to kind of run my budgets the 1st through the 30th or 1st through the 31st because that just kind of makes sense to me. I was always either shy a few days or, I had a couple of days extra. in a budget because I was trying to do it like every Sunday. So I'm just going to kind of work out the way it works easiest for me, I guess. So on these transactions, we're going to take a look at them. If there is a paid next to it, it means it was a sinking fund and I've already transferred the money to pay off my card. So for $150 for my sinking fund for my car, I have a BMW X3 and it just is going out of warranty actually today. It's the last day of warranty. So my BMW app, that ran out as well. So I went ahead and renewed that, and I use the app a lot for not only for maps and things like that, but also all the details about my car comes through my app. So if my tire pressure's low or I want to make an appointment with my service advisor, I do all of that through the app. So I'm going to go ahead and renew it for this year and see if it's worth it to me. Some of the functions of the My BMW app are not paid for, and then some of the updates and things like that are paid for. So I went ahead and renewed it for $150 for the year, and then I'll kind of figure out if I need to renew it next year. And then I did start to do some Christmas shopping, and that was $160, and I also already paid that out of the account. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, I did make a little cheat sheet for myself just so that I don't forget things, because I tend to forget things that are not written down. So the incremental income that I pulled from Venmo was $326, and that paid for a purchase from Stamp Market for $37. Haba, I had talked last time about stamps that I had put in a request for when they came back into stock. Well, 3 of them came back into stock, of course, and that was $82. Sterling ink was a planner for $86, and that's a pre-order. I'm not going to get it till December. And then Studio Calico had their warehouse sale, and I spent $121. So total of $326. This all just came into my account from the Venmo cash out and then right back onto my card. In my sinking envelopes, I need to take $69 out of planning. Car, I already have done that transfer for $150 and for Christmas at $160. And these are the cash envelopes that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to start with groceries. Instant hydration for $54. So that is a subscription service for companies called Instant Hydration, and they're electrolytes. One of the things that has always come out on my blood work is that I'm always dehydrated, even though I feel like I drink a ton of water and I don't drink a lot of caffeine. But this has really helped me. I went to the doctor last week, and she was amazed at the difference in my blood work. So I give a lot of credit to that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that subscription. And then Safeway for $52. So $106 for groceries. And then eating out, Sonic for $18, $44 for Streets of New York, Buffalo Wild Wings for $33, and Burger King for $20, $115. Spending, I had one for $6. I had a gift card for Michael's and a coupon, and when I checked out, I didn't realize that the machine that I was on, like a self-service, only took cards. So my balance after the gift card was $6. So I went ahead and put that on my card. So I need to take that out of spending. And I never did take money out, so the $200 should still be there. I did not spend any money on my mom. I did not get gas. I have not purchased medicine. I've not used self-care. I've not used anything in household, miscellaneous, or day-night. So not a lot of spending this week. I'm really trying to have a pretty large cushion coming out of September. I know October is always a very expensive month for me. I have 2 birthdays, or HOA due. So it just seems to be, even though I plan for those all year, it still seems like I'm just, every time I turn around, I'm pushing money out the door. So I just kind of want to get as much cushion going into that month that I can. And then planning for 69. I may only have 60. I don't know what I have in that. We'll find out. Okay, so that's all I need to return back to my back to bank. So I will put this over here. Okay, so over here I have my, what I call my rollover money. It's $51. So just, so when I get done, I can figure out what I need to pay back to it. So for groceries, it's $106. I'm gonna put 110 and take out 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. 594. So 700 minus 594, 106. Okay. 594. Okay, so I just filled that out over there. And then for eating out, I used 115. 60, 81. I will tell you, when my daughter and son-in-law move out, that I will not be spending as much at Sonic. And I feel like every time my daughter and I get in the car, we end up at Sonic for drinks and snacks. So that is 20, 40, 60, 81, 15. And that leaves me with 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So 185. Started with 300. $300 minus 115, 185. Okay. Okay, and then spending, I need to take out $6. And you put 14 back, or yeah, 14 back. Okay, so I started with 200, so 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Okay, that's right. I still have 25 or 26, something like that, in my wallet, so I have not even needed to touch this yet, which is great. So for spending, I have 194. I would like to bring some of this on vacation, so hopefully I'll have some left. My mom I did not use, so we still have 40 for her. Gas, 250. Medicine at 100. Self-care at 207. Household at 50. Miscellaneous at 50. And date night / entertainment at 100. Now my husband and I did go to a movie the other night. other day, Friday, I guess. And we did it through our Harkins app, but I had gift cards on there for my birthday. So the movie was paid for by a gift card. And then we have a popcorn voucher. So for $1, we had our popcorn. And then we brought our own drinks in. So whole date out of pocket was $1. So I did not even take that out of spending. It was just $1 out of my wallet. So I told him we need to get very good at seeing where we can save money lately. Okay, so that's everything out of this one. And then I need to figure out what I have in planning. This might be the problem child. 70, 80, 87. Oh, okay. 69 is what I need to. Okay, I had more in there than I thought. So 50, 60, and then 1. So that leaves me with 15, 16, 17, 18 in planning. Correct those off camera. Okay, overall, a very good week. I can't always expect them all to be this good. So I should have at least going back to the bank of 260, 296. Might be off because I've taken some ones out of here, so I'm going to need to pay myself back there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Of course, I have no ones over here. So 100, 50, 40, 60, 80, 250, 270, 275, 80, 85. So 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 295, 305, 305. Let's try that one more time. 150, and 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 5, 10, 15. Okay, I'm going to put a 5 there and a 1. So I have the 296. I'm going to need to get more 5s or more 1s, and I'll put this 10 over there. Okay, so I've got the 296 going back into the bank to pay off my card. And then between now and next week, I will need to change up more of these 5s. Okay, so, yeah. Right, is that right? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 51. Yep. Okay, so I still have 51 in my rollover. I just don't have it in the right denominations. Okay, that was short and sweet. So I know I'm going to be spending money this week. I am going to have a massage. So I'll be 40 out of self-care. I need to pick up scripts. Well, right now I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. I think my copay is going to be 80. I don't know. It's United Healthcare, so they have tier 1 and tier 2. So all of our doctors we had before were all still part of their network. But there's a tier 1 where the copay is less, and then a tier 2. So I don't know what they each one are yet. So I'm just planning on 80, and that will just come out of our medical spending account. So that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please consider subscribing. Thank you and take care.